Stars setback. Fresh blow for Eamonn Holmes' telly firm racks up six-figure debt amid divorce from Ruth Langsford. The star split from fellow TV presenter Ruth last year. Eamonn Holmes has been dealt a fresh blow as the presenter's telly firm has racked up a six-figure debt. The Northern Irish star, 65, runs company Holmes Away, which takes in cash from his broadcasting work. However, The Sun can reveal that the production firm has racked up a six-figure debt. Figures uploaded to Companies House this week show the firm is £22,850 in the red for 2024 following a £18,000 surplus last year. Annual accounts show the GB News host has creditors of almost £150,000 to pay. In addition, he also had a corporation tax rebate of £39,173 paid by HMRC. Eamonn has assets that make up some of the shortfall, which is why the firm is £20,000 plus in the red once that's taken into account. The Sun has approached Eamonn's representative for comment. The former This Morning host, who split from wife Ruth Langsford a year ago, continues to work despite a worsening health condition. The 65-year-old has been experiencing ongoing health issues, including chronic back pain, which he's attributed to slipped discs and a 2022 spinal surgery. Eamonn has also spoken about difficulties walking and reliance on a walking frame or wheelchair. He's also struggled with shingles and has talked about experiencing difficulty seeing, even with his reading glasses. Last month he said he was in pain, even when the sun shines. Sharing a selfie on Instagram, he pinned, "Even when the sun shines there's pain. Sometimes I feel I'll never beat this disc immobility, but I'm determined to have a life. So pray for me, help me or get out of the way, social media haters." He is now in a relationship with Yorkshire councillor Katie Alexander, 43. Eamonn and Ruth announced their split in May 2024 after 14 years of marriage. A spokesperson told fans about their split in a short but sweet statement. It read, "Ruth Langsford and Eamonn Holmes have confirmed their marriage is over and they are in the process of divorcing." The pair hadn't been seen together for over 2 years, last appearing alongside one another in a skit on Instagram. Eamonn Holmes calls out pop star he hated after surprise meet in dressing room. Eamonn Holmes revealed a secret feud he had with a pop star in a conversation on live TV. An unearthed video from the daily program back in 2024 saw the presenter, 65, sit alongside co-host Ellie Costello and Paul Coit. In the clip, Eamonn opened up about how he used to dislike Donny Osmond when he was a child. He recalled an incident where he met the singer while he was having a nosebleed. Eamonn said, "I have never had a nosebleed in my life, except I did once. It was pouring like a tap, over Donny. It was pouring like a tap and Donny was presenting a program called, I think it was called The Pyramid Game, and he came into my dressing room and I was bleeding and panicking like mad into the sink. And I got this rub on the head and he said, 'Hey buddy, don't worry.'" Eamonn then demonstrated with Ellie what Donny did before adding, "Basically he says to me, 'This happens to me all the time.' He was probably fibbing, but anyway he made me feel very good and I felt bad because when I was 14, I hated him." The trio laughed and Ellie commented, "And he turned out to be really nice." It comes as Eamonn recently did not hold back his thoughts on his former colleagues in the TV industry as he branded them false. The GB News star was joined by co-presenter Paul and tough guy actor Ray Winstone on the latest episode of his podcast Things We Like. During an open conversation, Ray spoke about his time living in Los Angeles and how the artificial buzz of Hollywood ultimately drove him back to the UK. He said, "I couldn't live in LA, it's constant," adding, "Even the guy who puts petrol in your car works in the industry. It's like every 2 minutes, it's all they want to talk about. We talk about birds and football and boxing, they talk about movies. Hollywood and Los Angeles are wonderful places when you're doing all right, but when you're not." Eamonn jumped in to express his dislike for the fake relationships he has found in the entertainment industry. The presenter said in a mocking tone, "I don't like this character, I don't like so-and-so, I like that person, I didn't get on with them." He went on, "That's what the business is based on. I mean, I'm like you, Ray. I get myself into trouble because if I don't like someone, they'll know I don't like them. And there are so many horrible people that you end up with. People say, 'Oh, he's lovely, he's fantastic,'" he added. Sharing his candid views on celebrity genuineness, he said, "If they say to me, 'What's that Ray Winstone like?' I'll say he is lovely and he is fantastic and people will believe me because I wouldn't say it if you weren't, but so many are just false, false, false." While all three men agreed on the issue, They stopped short of naming anyone directly connected to their views.